Finalmente, countdown, the final countdown. How can you tell me about this face-to-face with Manny Pacquiao?
He looks ready. He looks focused. I'm excited. You know, it's gonna be a good fight Saturday.
What is the mission for Mario Barrios this Saturday against Manny Pacquiao? Obviously, is to retain the belt, but one more.
Just continue to show why I'm the champion. Show my skills when I step in the ring, and then to show why I'm the biggest threat in my division.
Mario, do you think he was joking around a bit up there? He looked like he was smiling. He even shadow boxed with people in the media. Is he taking this serious?
No, I think he's taking it very serious.
That's his MO.
Yeah.
That's what Manny always does.
Yeah.
He's the most quiet, mundane guy outside the ring. But when he gets in the ring, Manny Pacquiao is a killer. Like I said, I've done many camps with him, and we're expecting an assassin. But Al Azteca, two-time, gonna bring that Mexican power, toe to toe.
What do you think about him getting here 38 minutes late?
I don't think anything of it. I'm sure he got stopped. Every which way on the way over here. This is part of it.
Yeah, between it being Pacquiao, like you called it Barrios Pacquiao, you're the champion, but it's been marketed as Pacquiao Barrios. He was late or whatever. Does any of that on fight week add any fuel to the fire, or just
Not for me. It doesn't. I know the fight I have in front of me. I know. I'm the champion for a reason. And I'm defending my title. So that's all the motivation and everything I need.
Because a lot of athletes, they function off of that stuff. They look to grab for any little thing. And why do you not need that stuff?
I don't know. It just has never done anything for me. Like I said, I know where I'm at in my career. I know I hold the title, and I stay quiet. I put in the work, and I know I've put in. I've had a great camp for this fight, and I'm gonna show it come Saturday.
Was that an awkward moment when it was like you were thinking to yourself, what is my favorite moment? It's the Marquez knockout. You didn't want to be disrespectful, but was that kind of like an awkward moment when it came up? And
not awkward. It's just there's so many moments of like Manny in his career, through what it seems like decades, so it's just trying to find out, what is my favorite moment. I didn't grow up, I wasn't a crazy big Pacquiao fan, but I've watched, so many of his fights,
So what's the gamesmanship that you picked that out? It wasn't a little bit of gamesmanship where you didn't want to kind of give him that satisfaction of being a fan?
Not necessarily. It's just it really was like, man, I grew up. I was a really big Marquez fan. His style, everything he the way he fought, and I remember that exactly where I was when I watched that fight with my family. I said I was like 16 or 17, and it stunned everybody.
What is the chances this fight ends the same way?
Like I said, if it happens, it happens. I'm going there with bad intentions. I know I'm ready. I know I'm looking sharp, and I never go in there looking for a knockout. But yeah, I know we're both gonna be in there with bad intentions.
What do you think of your favorite?
I think it's gonna be another banger. I wouldn't even be surprised if it's just as bloody as the first one. But I'm leaning with Sue in the rematch.
Analyzing this fight, it seems like he's got to get off to an early start like he did against Keith Thurman. Is that an important part in this fight, managing the early part? And how do you? I know you can't give away too much, but how do you have to go? Are you expecting Pacquiao to try to start fast, and how do you got to control him in that situation?
I think that's just all of Pacquiao's fights. He comes out, guns blazing. He comes out swinging, and it's definitely I had to try and neutralize anything that he tries to do, and then just work on everything that we've been working on during this camp.
How important is the jab in this fight? It looked like Ugas was able to control him with that jab when he needed to.
The jab is now I'm realizing it's key in all of my fights. But yeah, no, it's very important with this fight.
Bob, I asked Mario the same thing, but I want to ask you, Marquez's counterpunching is what led to that knockout. Do you think Mario will be effective with his counterpunching in this fight? Is that a key for this fight?
100% the key. I told everybody already is, we're from the old school, like Bill Parcells used to say in the old football terminology. We're going to let you know what we're going to do. We're going to run the football down your ass. We're going to come toe-to-toe, and we're going to put it on his ass July 19th. All due respect to him, but this man's prepared to do whatever it's going to take. We can box, we can bang, he can do it all, and people are going to see that July 19th. He didn't become a two-time world champion by accident, so we're going to see it. One hell of a fight, but we're ready for everything. But just so the fans know, we're ready to go toe-to-toe right out of the gate.
Mario, talk about your preparation there. Was anything different this time around, or you're just prepared hard to that's all?
No, yeah, there wasn't much different with this preparation. It was just really just trying to find the right sparring that to try to get that Pacquiao look as much as we could. So we had a lot of fast southpaws, fast feet, fast hands, a lot of movement. But yeah, I think all of us on my team are very satisfied with the rounds we got in preparation. So I mean, I'm ready.
Physically, how much better are you feeling this time compared to your last fight late last year?
I feel great. I feel like I had the proper training camp with this fight. My last performance. My daughter was born late August, so I was more focused on just being present for her, and just focusing on being a new dad. So I didn't get that early training camp, that I would.
It was a short camp. We
Yeah.
only had a couple weeks, and then this camp we got 13 weeks. We're ready to go, baby.
Exactly.
Do you think Team Pacquiao sort of saw that last performance and thought maybe saw a weakness in you? And
I think so, but if that was his reason for taking this fight, I think
mistake. Big mistake.
Yeah.
Big mistake.
Has some of that respect gone to the waist side now that it's fight week? Is this a different Mario Barrios than we saw just 5-6 weeks ago?
No, same me. I mean, I'm not. We're not up here. We're not like. I mean, I don't have to be disrespectful or like put him down or like anything. That he has done. The same thing. Just. Same focus, same motivation, and all of that respect goes out the window on fight
You
night.
look pretty switched on though, Mario, today. We could see it up there. We could see you look pretty switched on, right?
What do you mean by
You're
that?
taking it serious.
Oh yeah.
5 weeks ago when we announced it, you were kind of
I had the tiger.
yeah.
I
There's a
see
switch
it.
coming up.
Yeah, no, like for sure. Like I said, I mean, I have confidence in my preparation, and like I know all the work we have put in, like for this training camp, and so that's I'm just excited, to step in there on Saturday.
Hey, Barrios, Manny Pacquiao says that he always brings surprises in his fights. Do you take that as a threat?
Nah, he's a great fighter. He's accomplished some extraordinary things, and he has pulled a lot of surprises in so many fights, and you never know what you're gonna get get out of him. You just know when he steps in there, he's coming with it.
Yeah, Barry, without giving your game plan away, Manny throws from very awkward, positions. He's in, he's out. How do you avoid getting hit, in awkward positions?
I'll show it on Saturday.
Well, you got to remember something. I'll give the game plan away. He can punch too. So we coming too.
What's his best power
so
shot,
he
Bob?
can punch too. He can punch with both hands.
Straight
so we
down
can
the
we
line.
can punch. Everybody talk about Manny Pacquiao can do this and Manny Pacquiao can do that. And nobody's talking about Al Azteca. He didn't become a two-time world champion by accident. And everybody he's been in the ring with he's either put out or he's hurt. So we can punch too. So he can do he can do a plethora of things too. So we're gonna be ready too.
Bob,